Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. We decided to do something a little bit different than Minecraft today. We're gonna try this Grow Song of the Evertree. We watched Z1, I believe, was playing it not too long
I've
ago.
been following this game for a long time.
Also, Lazy's been following this game for a long time, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so here we are.
Yeah, we play some weird shit, y'all.
It was between this and Lost and Random, and I was like, I mean, we can save Lost and Random.
Lost in this.
Lost and Grow. And people were explorers, sailing the cosmos, following the song in their hearts. That's a story I can get behind. Or in front of. The journey led them to the song's source. The source of all life, Mayora. Emanating from the boughs of the Evertree.
This thing makes the screen look like metal.
It was there beneath the tree's branches they made their home. I think that said home and not fate. I wasn't paying that close attention. Here they thrived, living peacefully in the shade of the Evertree. Their every need met through the song of Mayora. Miora? They learned to shape the song and called this art alchemy. They became artisans, architects, and champions of industry.
Champion.
And their humble village grew into a grand city. But then the Fire Nation attacked. The people flourished. All was not well with the Evertree. Darkness had coiled around its heart, and discord wove its way into the song of Mayora.
No, Discord won't play.
That's how we chitty chat.
Chitty chat bang.
No, we don't chat bang. On the dawn of the last day, the song shattered, and the great tree fell silent. And in that silence, something new took root. This is where the dun 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 goes. The withering.
You're withering.
There it was. Ever hungry, all-consuming.
Oh, you're having too much fun with that.
Give me a new toy and expect me not to play with it.
Oh, a new toy. It's a
A
moderately
newish
used
toy.
toy.
It overwhelmed the Evertree and destroyed their once great city. Homeless and heartbroken, their connection to the song severed. ... The people fled to the far reaches of the cosmos. But all is not lost, even in the darkest of time.
Let me see that.
One lone voice, one young Everhard alchemist remained, determined to push back the withering.
And his name was R. Kelly.
Restore the song of Miora, Miora, meow, and live in harmony
Meowth.
with the Evertree once more. To restore the song of Meowth.
Donde Meow. There you go. You're golden. You're golden.
Bloop.
We had to moment of silence. Hey, look, it's a colorful Lost in Random.
Kinda, yeah. I'm sure there's supposed to be some like grand music swelling right here.
There is, but I
Turned
basically
it off
took it
because
from you. We could start a playlist if you want.
Can we? Should we? We should. How do we?
There's this nifty button right here that
It says
opens up.
playlist?
It opens up this web page, but it's on the screen, and then you just immediately. Well, I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know.
You calm down here, Tito.
Never. Ouch.
Because we need to do this.
For the record, he didn't hurt me when I said ouch. I hurt myself.
We need to do like all of this. That way it's not overwhelming everything.
I think that sounds beautiful, and it's matching so well. We just went into a door. The world seed is almost ready, Book. I say it's
World
almost
seed.
ready.
Seed.
I have an itch on my knee. Spider bite.
See? Grow them singing trees. New Seed World game.
Can't we let them sleep in just a little longer, Coppertop?
Copper Top.
Isn't that the name of like a
That's what they,
suntan lotion or something?
well, yes, but that's also what they
What's
call
Copper
a Duracell battery. I mean, that's a Copper Top.
That's where it is. We're gonna
Mhm.
sleep in because I would love to sleep in. I heard it scratching at the windows last. Oh yeah,
But no.
it could have been a squirrel, but the withering encroaches regardless.
My God.
It's jolly well time we wake them up. We have a big day ahead of us.
And stuff.
And stuff and junk.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep at a table. Yeah, I mean, really, that's not
I like fried tigers. Mm-hmm. Sure you don't want me to hold it in my hands for you?
If you hold my water in your hands and have me drink from it, I will be very confused and distraught.
Well, the fact you said, could you give me some water in a cup? Well, you want me to put it in a saucer
I
or
mean-
a pot?
If you put water in a pot, it would still make sense. Just don't boil it first.
Yeah.
Good morning, dearie.
I'm going to hand you the coldest milk
Yes.
ever known to man.
Good morning, apprentice. There's much to get started on. Let's give the poor dear time to freshen up, Coppertop. Just look at their hair. Ugh, my hair's always a wreck. And my word, is that drool on their face? Ugh, my face is always covered in. Oh yes, rather a lot, in fact. Don't worry, dear. Take a few moments to yourself. We can talk when you're ready. I'm a lady. With a mustache? That's a lady. That's a man. Lady.
Y'all,
Is
Yo.
it literally just like a dude's voice or a female's
Yo.
voice?
this has male, female, and non-binary.
I saw that. Oh, thank you.
Also, quit trying to flood the bathroom. What's wrong with you? Sir, you need to I can't get anything done.
Sorry, I just chugged a glass of water. go. That's hair. What's the feature? What's the feature? Oh, I see. I see. It's the freckles or not freckles or glitter. Some freckles, but not that. Glasses? Actually, those are pretty close to the glasses I'm wearing right now. Not that. Even in color, it's funny. That's pretty well on par.
You don't know how to bar.
I mean, she has a headband, that one in bangs. So, that. Do I have facial hair? There I am, guys. Oh wait, can I change my hair color? There's no actual white. Oh, fine. We'll go with that. Because that's what my roots are, but my hair is actually white. This is horrible. Oh, this is not really good. And here we have it. Perfectly crafted world seed. Okay, real quick, does this not look like... I don't know if anybody here has seen the game Slime Rancher. I'm sure that you have, but does this not look like a tar, kind of, almost from Slime Rancher?
Your face.
Doesn't it? It looks like a slime from Slime Rancher.
Stop hacking.
You're a hack.
God.
The apex of the Everheart alchemist's art, and our means of restoring the Evertree to good health again.
Apex of the...
Jolly good work creating the recipe from scratch, I say. There were some impressive alchemical misfires along the way, mind you. Remember the frogs, Coppertop? How could I forget? The taste still hasn't left my mouth. Anyway, now that the world seed is ready, all we need to do is plant it and wait until it sprouts. And if it doesn't, well, what's our plan? Panic?
Oh.
No, Coppertop. No, you're right. Clearly going to work. If you'd like to have a chat before we go, perhaps over a lovely cup of tea, Coppertop and I are here for you. Tea's out, I'm afraid. We used the last of it in the world seed. Oh, well, we're still happy to chat. Nope, let's go. Dive right in.
We're not giving anybody any information, including ourselves.
Heck yeah.
Screw those guys.
Fly blind by the seat of our pants. Splendid. Then let's get this world seed
Wait.
planted in the Evertree
Hold
and
on.
send that nasty old withering pack.
Pause. You didn't say anything about needing to wear pants.
I mean, that's.
How can I fly by the seat of my pants?
I mean, you are wearing pants though.
No, but you still didn't specify. Okay, I'm just...
Are you gonna put on a skirt?
Maybe.
I won't judge. I might judge a little.
What if I'm Scottish?
Then I will still judge a little. Depends on whether or not you're wearing anything under it. Look at that though. It's like all glittery and made of crystal. And don't forget your alchemist tools, dear.
You're a fool.
Your face. You'll need them to care for the budding world seed.
There's music going in the background.
I forgot that it wasn't part of the game because it like just got super intense. As soon as she's like, get your tools.
Super intense because of tools. Tools make everything intense. And back in the day, in the olden day, they used to make tools intense. It's amazing.
They sometimes made them out of tents too. Not out of, but outside of.
Out of context?
Context.
Oh no, I lost my context.
Quick, nobody move. Press I. Oh, it wants me to actually do the thing. Okay, well, here I am in my inventory.
So one of the reviews was over this. And not being able to, take your tools and stuff.
Hmm?
They couldn't figure out how to, take the tools, but all you had to do is press I. And one of the bad reviews on this game, that was the reason.
That's dumb.
And there's no way that one out of, hundreds of people had that problem.
I mean, that's fair. It's time to head outside.
I'm Angry Gamer. You don't read the text below? You deserve to be slapped. Hey look, that's how long you grow.
What?
You're that tall.
Oh. The withering must have reached the valley. Are we doomed? I think we might be doomed.
Is it a hidden valley?
Bella will save us.
Oh, Bella don't know how to save nobody.
Bella don't.
We're all dead. Yo.
Panicked and shrieking.
Oh.
Put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like a spinny move type deal going on there.
Absolutely smashed.
You straight up went ballerina hatchet lady.
I did.
Why do you look like Cher with glasses? Well, all the new people inside their homes.
That creature has a name, you know. Is its name gonna be Lazy?
No. Electric nachos.
No. Tristan.
No.
Bread.
No.
Carl.
No.
That doesn't look like a Carl to you?
No. No. Those are normal, like, generic guy names. You gotta think outside the box.
Guadalupe.
Garfunkel. Guadalupe is actually a girl.
You sure? I know Lupe is. Oh. Shut up. That's connected. It's not my fault.
Name it Hall and Oates.
What?
Hall and Oates. You know? No. Two L's. No, you, two L's.
Oh.
That way, nobody will ever get the reference.
Hauling oats.
What shame you bring on this house. Children. Children playing your bitchy games when you could be outside playing in the snow-slick streets outside in traffic.
In traffic.
Well, I was growing up, my parents told me to go play in traffic all the time.
Well, you know, that's shifty. I won't.
You know? Need to calm there. Calm there,
Calm
there.
there.
Calm there.
Calm
No.
there. They're down.
By God.
M.
All the notes is ready to fly.
Oh, is oats supposed to not be oats?
This phone.
You just got it. Seed planter.
No. No, you didn't get it, if that's what you think it was.
That is what I thought it was.
I'm gonna have to school you in the ways of not being a young person.
Um, my birthday's next week. I think that's gonna school me enough. My pages are hella flutter. What the heck is that?
So you were correct when you had the E on there, but I didn't correct
That though.
you. Okay.
I don't know who that is. Like I see
Mute it.
them. I don't. I know who.
To mention that particular song is literally played in hundreds of movies and
Yes, it has.
TV shows.
You of all people, after 10 years, should know. I don't know people. What is this? Is this a battery? It looks like chapstick. Sorry, got distracted.
Yeah, it's chapstick full of
Battery acid.
yeah, you wipe that all over your face.
You don't wipe chapstick all over your face.
Wow, I've been doing it wrong all these years.
Yes, you have. No wonder all my chapstick keeps coming up missing so fast.
Well, that's only because I'm hungry.
Maybe it's because it smells good, and therefore it must taste good.
You know, the wax in the chapstick is better than a Tums.
No. As a matter of fact, no.
It creates a slick surface so the acid can't creep up, it'll just slide back down.
Super mucky.
Don't listen to me, because what I say is not true.
Honestly, I stopped listening.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, well, that's good.
We're married. Who talks to their spouse?
The last of the elbow grease in the world seed recipe. Stop with the pension.
I didn't get a pension.
You got something in.
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
No. Honestly, no.
Like, don't touch her face at all.
I mean,
You can pick it up or slap it. Smack that. I brought up a old Akon reference the other day, and only one person got it.
gross.
Do you even know who Akon is? Bare hand.
Also, yes. I do.
Well, you gotta put glove on, I think.
Wait, I don't.
You got a glove? That was supposed to be fun. Yeah, please don't get naked. Well, I mean, learn to pull up plants, that's all I'm saying.
What?
Pull the plant up a day in your life.
That's not fair.
Sir, did like it.
I was trying to music.
It's getting to the point where I put these games at like volume 30, and that's sometimes still too much. It's really weird how this thing works. Oh no, you stepped in the muddy mud muck. Dude. Yeah, finished breaking all the stuff.
I was just seeing if there's any more stuff that I need to stickle out for.
Still good. I don't want to hear it.
Not wrong. Those are delicious when they are popsicles.
So I had a hiccup, and it sounded like you said sharks are delicious when you have a popsicle.
I mean, they might be. I've never had shark before.
Sharksicle.
Like that was eating.
I won't tell you, shark is not great or amazing. It's bland and not amazing.
I mean, I'm taking your word for it 'cause I've never had it.
Gotta teach that shark to try to attack me when it's done.
Cushy lump of stone. Mildly concerned.
You got some Kush stone? Please,
Yep.
please do not smoke our stone, please.
It stings.
You. Me and you. And you and me. No matter how they toss the dice.
Something.
Like you're just too you're
So-
too young. I need to rethink my life choices.
Your wife is.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah. Like a teenager when it comes to music choices. But your favorite artist is Taylor Swift.
Ew.
Well, then plants.
It wouldn't let me.
Well, you gotta learn how.
Yeah. Oh. I literally just.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, he has done it. Man. Hold it to completion there. Do you have to keep hitting it?
Yes. I just tried to see if I could hold it down, and I.
What are you doing to that flower at this angle?
Pulling it out, you sick bastard. Lord.
Tree's going wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, you just beat the crap out of that key. It's a very sensitive key. You don't have to actually reach over and smack it.
Yep.
You just hover over it and half the time it counts as a button mash.
Did I won?
Yeah.
I didn't. Planting? Do I have planties to plant?
Oh.
boy's in there in the bath putting soap beards on his face.
That's like a walk sounded like.
Yeah, that's very weird.
I mean, if you would just stop putting soap beards off your own face, you wouldn't have learned it.
I lick real beards off my face, okay?
I feel like that was an accurate sound for that.
Only the loudest for you, okay?
That was
That's the only like really loud one we. And I've turned it all the way down. Press G. Like, you have to moisturize me too over here. Look at me, I am the plant. Give me fluid.
I was hoping it would just like auto move me to the next available plant in need of watering love.
Water love, driving me mad. There you go.
I wasn't sure if you were waiting for me, but then I was like, you were judging me earlier, so you probably are.
You act like you know stuff. You don't even know who that's by.
Nope. I don't pretend to know. I tell people all the time I don't know bands.
Don't even know lyrics.
Sometimes. Sometimes I don't.
Be like, hey, what's that one song from that one thing over there the other day that we were listening to? Yes, people, that happens a lot, and I usually
does.
have the answer.
It does. It's weird. And it's not just limited to music. There have been times, and I just suck at like celebrity names and stuff. There are times that I just go, hey, who was that one guy? We saw him in that movie that we watched like 2 weeks ago. And then he will immediately pop off with exactly who it is. I'm like, yeah, that's the one.
I'm very weird.
A song.
Usually the first thing that pops into my head, and if I think about it, then yeah, it's a failure. It's got some greenery. So you're talking to Jelly in a book.
Yep.
Sing that thing into life. Isn't that Evanescence song, Sing Me to Life?
Sure, close enough.
And you wanted to play the game where we had to sing people across areas.
I still do.
Nobody wants to hear me sing.
You're very pessimistic.
They're like, no, you must do this. Can you not do anything with the purple bushes?
Nope.
Wow.
It doesn't have any icons.
Bushes suck. You press M, you could do that without having to run up there. Let's say the climax.
Black?
It's not even the top of the tree. Pretty sweet.
don't really want to talk about the things, I just want to do the things.
Sounds about right. I don't want to read any of your stuff. I just want to do it.
There's...
I'm sorry. Dave's not here, man.
Well, Dave, I know I didn't say just.
Like, bring me a cup of water so I can kill it and make you go get me another cup 2 minutes later.
You know?
I do know. I knew it was coming. I almost brought the hose into the window. We got a hose in the window.
You know, I grew up in the country. I have drunk out of a hose before. Drink
Grew
Drink
up
out of
in the
hose?
country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
No, not big on peaches.
Oh my god.
I know it's a song. I don't know the rest of the words, so I just ignored it.
Alright. Can't sing more of the song or I'm gonna get a...
Copyright strike?
Yeah.
Hear what they
Yeah, I'm glad my accent has gone as far as it has, because if it were, 6 or 7 years ago, they would have been hitting me with Hank Hill impressions. Fur. Why fur you do that?
I guess I was supposed to piece the thing down. I don't know where.
Oh. They want you to stroke the plant? What's going on?
I don't know.
Give me the slow hand. Ooh. Yeah, I believe, if I remember correctly,
You okay over there?
no, I'm having a brain problem. It's called I woke up this morning. Yeah, this not too much, and oh my god.
Wherever tree thunder. Elderkin.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay. I want to double check. They did make Yonder the Cloud Catcher Chronicles. That's the one I have on the Switch. It's quite fun. Don't know how to get out. Much ado about trees.
Bigling? You are a bigling.
Jacklings?
fishing rod,
Only tools rush in.
a fishing net, a rod rod. Those are some pretty square trees.
I mean, it could add up. Really could. That was awesome. Excited for what's yet to come.
Broken. Kinderkin.
Gallerkin. That's awfully bright.
Keep track of information about goals, quests, and districts. Okay. Okay.
Open me up when I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, juice? Nice. Okay. Go.
Yeah. You know me, I'd open up the book and its guts would fall out and be like, oh my god, I did this so wrong.
For real though.
Should have made this a home and garden stream.
I mean, find some ever kids.
I'm like super excited to get my hands on Far Cry 6 on Saturday, so this is my turn to play.
Waterless melon.
Wouldn't that be a dusk melon? Melon. Pater melon.
Splash that wet stuff around.
Wow, you a gutter-minded person. You.
That's what he told me to do. Judge me, Morgan.
He wants you to know that he's picking up bubbles and throwing them.
Oh.
Bumpkin. They're missing an L.
No, they're not. In fact.
Good day, God.
Kinda did, yeah.
I didn't see any point in starting until you did your meeting for school anyway. So.
Yeah, ooh.
What?
I'm reading things.
What?
What?
Hard eye contact? Be serious? This is like a... I don't know. Hard to explain. Cloudcatcher Chronicles, you can get different hair and stuff. Like a dress your own Barbie game. Or you can go beat stuff in the face and gather resources. Choose your own adventure.
Kind of.
That's a big net. Are you literally creeping with a net? Set over there. Oh, turn around. Something flying right over here.
Yeah, because I started off with the tree right here.
Oh, way to go.
Because you were like, oh, what are you doing creeping around like a creepy creep?
Well, I mean, you are a creepy creep. Good grab. Good grab. You go catch the old man on the hay and bring it to him, and he'd be like, "Nope, that's not a, that's not a bug." You got contacts. You got zombie and heart contacts.
I. Wait, what? This won't do called.
You go to your character change thing and it'll show you what it. Skip it. God, I see how you are.
Were you gonna read it?
No, you definitely weren't gonna let anybody read it. You suck. Yeah, don't tell Tango that I used his music.
A wandering giant with an axe. Oh snap!
Oh, okay. Wandering giant with an axe, not a wandering giant battle axe. Okay. I know, I'm mean. I'm so mean. So it instantly just comes back.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, ha, told you. You suck.
I can tell you're gonna want the hammer.
MC Hammer.
Some intense glasses.
Fruit of the Loom.
How about it, nerd?
I might have messed with my sound settings.
Would have been you.
No, wouldn't have been me.
I'm rarely home to do anything, so.
Well, I'm not saying mess with the sound settings in the program. I'm saying on the band thing, because that was just played and I watched it almost tagged completely out. Tagging it out. Good job. Alright, I'll be getting rid of most of the... I'm not jumping on the Streamlabs bandwagon. Because, you know, I had already moved everything over to Stream Elements and Nightbot, so... I like their alert setup better.
I'm playing fish with guys. Oh, fish are going to fight you once they're on the line. So make sure you're always pulling in the right direction. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, late. Ah. Oh, no. Did it. You know, need a burrito? I got a couple banshees. 0 of 1 ever. Huh?
There we go. Oh, better. What does it look like? You threw up raspberry jam and made it a water source. Listerine.
Ooh.
It's some sprigs of bamboo. They talking to you? Yeah, you fish on that land.
What do you mean you've never fished the land before?
Them land fish, man. They're. You're not gonna look around that island, see if there's anything on it. You gonna run away or fish off of it? Oh, oh, look at that. Hit it with a hammer.
Oh, correct.
I just really want to use a video with a hammer. Desert wall. This little guy. Oh, don't throw all the goodies in the water.
At an itch.
You could have caught yourself a giant beef and you had to run in there like Indiana Jones in the temple of I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see what they did there. Suck it up. Suck it all up. Here comes Europe.
That's good.
Get it hard, ready to climb. What, did you replace your heart with that kid? What happened? What did I miss?
You got it.
Like you picked up that kid and then, ooh.
I was hoping I could jump on the rock.
This game is so bright, you need to go turn the brightness down. Good God.
Oh, how to make it?
Is it though?
Pretty
You
sure I
should
died.
take this time to go kill some of that brightness. Contrast, jeez. Hit escape.
Ah,
Oh no, the bloom. Bloom amount. Drop that down to like
oh,
half. And then try that. Hit tab to apply.
yeah, but I was hoping I might be able to just do.
And then escape. Escape. I mean, it's still a little bright, but definitely not as bad as it was. Seems like they were really trying to set you up for failure there.
Right.
There's also something else we could do, but I keep it there for other games because usually the contrast and brightness is too low in other games, so I have it kicked up a little bit. So, I mean, what you guys are seeing on your screen is exactly what we're seeing on our screen. I don't like how those trees are square. Mo Wang is gonna step in. Hit it. Perfect. They were like, we feel bad for this person.
No, I have to actually hit a button.
Go to your character screen. See what you've got so far.
There.
Bloomingdale's. Am I? That's the goggle. Common clothing for you. You and your one-track mind.
I didn't hit escape that time.
Speed Racer.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
It totally was though.
Go to your character screen. There.
Jimmy Neutron.
That's fine. That's fine. I was talking about the other stuff, like the contact lenses. Like you got zombie eyes. I'm gonna look at your eyes. Yes, can you scroll in? I mean, your eyes are pretty dead too, so could be.
It's my twin.
Oh. There you go.
It almost fell.
You got a monocle and some goggles? That's funny.
Ooh.
I think you should put the goggles on your face. That's my personal opinion.
Like lit up goggles.
Yeah.
Very bubbly too.
And when you get a helmet, put one of those on. It'll be just like normal. That way if you fall up the stairs into the fridge, it won't hurt you.
Such bad manners. Just 'cause I've fallen up the stairs before.
Into the fridge.
Into the fridge. You know, I'm feeling very judged right now.
You're always feeling judged.
Only when I'm being judged. No matter what.
Here we go again. Do I really need to bring the hose into the window or something? Your streaming helmet. It's gonna have those rat water things. You
Yeah,
gotta
she
move
says-
the ball. You gotta move the ball before the water comes out.
Oh, that'd be dumb. Like a little gerbil, you guys would just hear this little tick 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 tick.
Reach
tick,
over and push the ball in with your tongue and get a whole bunch of water.
Oh no, why is there stuff back?
You're terrible at gardening. Must be that purple thumb you have. Dance for it. Dance for that tree. Yeah. That's a big old tree. There's a big boy. Oh, there's a trolley, roly poly, oly over there. And it says hammer. It clearly it said hammer. Oh no! You're so slow. Nick.
Ah, it just lit. Bye.
Yeah, there was this guy sitting behind you going, snake.
Yeah, but I was like, it's cornered. I don't need to sneak, and then it just yeeted itself off the edge of the platform.
That'll teach you to think.
But it won't, though.
I know, it's so true. But it can try. I want to know where you got the forever water bucket can.
Right? Like in most games, you have to upgrade your stuff to get stuff.
Can you dance for them? Oh yes. Dance for them, puppet.
Like super, super satisfying. Even though you're being a fuck.
There's your crowd. Yeah. You need to find out who's selling these folders up here.
Right? Like it's really disruptive.
That says Plentium. Because there's plenty of it. Last case, huh? Yeah, I heard there's all kinds of stuff in the game. Like it's apparently like my time at Porsche meets yonder Cloudcatcher Crown. Double patch.
Wait,
Put it in your pocket. Placid buff. No, you gotta keep it now. Of course. You can pick that bad boy up too. I think when you do that, it replaces it with a bigger one and you can grow it larger. You come back. When you come back, you can probably plant a tree. Looks like no. I ain't stupid. And then it got stupid. Plentiful brawler. That is a very giant stump there. It's a big one.
yes it is.
A big boy.
Can I leave this one alone?
What the crap was that? Sounded like something was just crawling around in my computer.
Oh.
If I find anything in my computer, it's as good as dead.
A lot of these plentiful guys.
So quick, pick them up.
Huh?
Pick them up.
Yeah?
Yeah. You might be able to put them down below. You know, in that, one to your left, isn't it?
Wasn't letting me grab it. Oh. Well.
Tranquil death. I just feel like you have to collect that stuff. I don't know, that's weird. Sounds like something just fell down in the tower, but there's nothing in there. Angry. Hulk smash. Just note, you're where you need to be.
Yeah, but I still have that.
This for a day.
Complete all work on Tree World for the day. So what am I going?
So you're missing someone to help.
Because I got work.
Yeah,
What though?
you probably got a rock to smack. Smack that. Kind of hard place.
The first.
You're like, no, there's a pebble. I must get the pebble. Yeah. Welcome back to home base.
Ooh.
Still don't have tea though, book.
T-book. You better learn how to have tea.
Oh. Oh.
So, what do you think about this game so far?
So far, I think it's pretty sneaky cute. I will say,
Yawn?
yes, sorry, sleepy, just in general. I will say that so far, while I like the game a lot, I feel like the book and the pot do so much talking, and some of it's really cute, but most of it's just exposition feeding, and there's so much.
Well, this is kind of like the prologue anyway.
Yeah, yes, but it's very, very wordy. Like, show, don't say, you know?
Oh.
You could learn a lot from this game.
By just talking nonstop.
I just show, don't say.
But they don't do that though.
You're criticizing it for being you.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't like me, so
That's
Ah.
same hairstyle as before. We're glad I spent time on that.
Oh. Ah.
Here's the thing that was different yesterday. Get your weird tentacle looking. A wholesome family game.
Oh.
what you moan about. You're always very tired.
Oh.
You want to play something else? Take an intermission, play something else, get your mind out of the
Out of the funk.
out of the funk.
I want to make it very clear, guys. I'm not tired because of this game. I'm tired because I do entirely too much stuff, and also I'm just chronically tired. Don't know why.
Yeah, it's
Like-
her own little personal epidemic.
I've talked to doctors about it. Level of constantly tired. This is just one of those days where it's grabbing me.
It's grabbing me.
It's grabbing me by the lady balls. Look at this beautiful double.
So if you play something else, what would you play?
Betsy, I don't know an answer to that question.
Do we need to get back for blood so you can run around and shoot zombies in the face?
As much as I want to say yes, I'm gonna have to say no. Left. Might need to chug half an energy drink. during intermission.
Yeah, we're almost at intermission time anyways. Usually about the hour and a half mark. Stretch break, you know.
Look, Geowet.
We'll have to put us some hydrate and stretch stuff. And when I stream, I'll use face cam. Like when I'm streaming, I'll use face cam.
Yeah, I'll be upstairs.
So I can put in like the hydrate and the posture and the other stuff. Just I don't know. I can come up with some stuff.
Nearby sun.
This sounds like the perfect place to be. Let's go.
Sounds warm and toasty and pleasant and
The only place you'll never be moist.
Oh.
We're gonna have to do stream starting and all that stuff here pretty soon. Here, back screens and all that, because we're going to regular OBS, so I can use just stream elements. That's gonna be fun. I'll try to make it entertaining. Kim E. You have lots of things.
I do have lots of things.
Flotsam and gypsum.
That part. Near the there's a lot. Len?
Yeah, see? His face changes colors every time too.
That.
Because you ate them. Those were the first things you ate. And I want $1 million.
I need one more winning lottery ticket.
So that said ready to clam. Day. You need to wait. You need to wait. Father. Hello, mother. Hello. Not hiring. This spud's for you. Hey now, don't knock me over. You guys need to quit leaving your Hulk stone up here.
For real though.
You alright over there?
I'm fine. Oh no. Maybe not.
Let me just water this stone, because stone gotta grow, you know.
Feeling very judged right
So you can pick up that stone and turn it into alchemy stuff, or you can break it and turn it into currency. That one's ready to be danced on. That's weird. That's one of the ones you get to pick up and walk away with it later, I think. Yeah, see that one, if you pick it up, you get the thing you can trade in for alchemy stuff. It's an adorable little tree.
Bam, bam, bam.
Diggity dog.
Nice. Adds roof decoration.
looks all green and grassy now.
Ooh.
Oh, forgot. This one.
Oh.
Ice cream wallpaper.
Okay.
Oh yes. You just totally wear that monkey hairstyle. Monkey, monkey.
Woo, woo. Ooh.
Collecting all these things. So, question. There's a currently empty chat, but hopefully not the empty chat later when people are actually rewatching this and can get on our Discord. Does anybody watch that Arcane on Netflix, that League of Legends show? Because I'm on the edge of my seat with that. I was a wee bit leery, not gonna lie. But man, really, really hold it down. I think part of it too is that I've always been super like into League of Legends. I haven't played it for the past couple years, but
Oh my god, here we go on this League of Legends tangent again.
see, I've spent way too much money on League of Legends because I would collect the skins and I'd unlock different champions and just all the things. I have most of the skins at the time available for like Ari. I've got a bunch for Ashe. I think I have all of Miss Fortunes. I've got a bunch for Morgana. I got a couple of them for Jinx. Like I just love, just love. And then a couple like random ones, like I think I have a couple random Annie ones, stuff like that, for when they were having the random boxes. And just haven't played it for so long. Probably suck at it now. I think I stopped playing not long after they let Echo and Kindred. Those guys.
Oh.
Sucks, even though I didn't do that. And
Sitting in the morning sun. Stand up. Stand up.
Laura.
Yeah, you're good.
I think this is where they're gonna want me to go. Yep. Go greet some people and do the town building thing that always gives me anxiety.
The world is your oyster.
Do do. Do. Oh.
Ooh.
like immediately. Phew. Look at them airships. That's where you live? Is on that chair?
I'm about to put it back.
Quick, grab a broom. Maybe we can shoot.
Put it back when you're done.
We want to get your
Oh.
Ah. Ah.
It's like Simlish, but not.
Alright, dude. Put it in the chair. I'll put it on my foot.
First,
Oh.
hey Bella, would you like to do a whole bunch of other things that aren't super relaxing? Yeah, I can do it for you. There's a little strap coming off the back of my head.
Oh.
Oh man. I don't think they want you to put it inside there.
You don't know.
I do know. They were like, here, put it on the outside.
You did it like over here.
Wow. Open the boonie.
Like the whole. I should be able to build a path.
Can leave from when you do it in the flowers.
Not build. Lame. I'm.
Or your plants.
Well, I mean, you were gonna build it where there would have been a path going straight through the house. Ouch. I told you to quit moving the chair. You're gonna put it on my foot. Is Sparta? There's a rock wall behind you.
That's what I get.
Putting it down.
Why? This gives me so much anxiety.
So show me your.
Oh, come on, you put it in the middle of the road. What's wrong with you? This is cute.
Huh?
Manage the mode of your filter.
Move. Move.
Back. It's alive. Look at what I do.
That's actually kind of nice.
Oh.
Well, one. First, this so I can build more oozes.
I want to.
How many people trying to bring in? Overly? You didn't assign anybody to do the building of those places?
I don't think I need to.
Assign.
No, you assign people to live in those places. But the Buildkin, Everkin, build them.
You had to make that Kathleen person build the other two houses, so you magically don't have to. I
No,
watched her
it's-
build them.
No, I didn't. No, she didn't build them. I assigned her to live in one, and then I assigned her to work at the inn
I didn't.
as a job, not as a construction.
Whatever. You're terrible business owner. Uh-oh.
Neat. She's service. She works at the inn. He
You work at the
also wants to work at the inn.
down
Lovely.
at the end.
But yeah, Dream Job Temple, Wellness 9. And then
Here's a template.
Aristotle has joined Meta
Talk about it.
Jemima. World free thing.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, there's a whole lot of nastiness.
A little bit.
Really.
My area expanded.
Well,
Well, I will finish out this day, and then we might call it. This is my.
I mean, you're the one that's got to
favorite
get up at like 6 in the morning. So.
You think 6 is early enough?
He takes 3 seconds to get ready.
No. Don't try that.
Oh.
trying to talk to you. I was about to try and talk to you. Do a try again.
That's it, quiet.
Makes the weirdest noise.
Exactly what were you trying to accomplish there? Ain't gonna work. You broke it. Well, it's split, but I don't know how broke it is. It got me and threw it in the floor. Where are you? Where are you, Grace? Okay. Okay. What are you doing? No, him. Digging at my shirt.
Bit of a silly game.
Ouch. That is my neck you're pulling. Why do all tiny babies gotta be so violent?
Just how tiny babies do.
Had to get rid of my beard because he wouldn't quit pulling it.
Yeah.
Like, and not your traditional pulling it. Like that. I want to pull every hair out at, one at a time. You're like, hold on, let me fix this area and get this all in order, and that area's like 2-3 times the size of the starter area.
Yeah, that's okay because this is the part that
Like I said, you're the one that's got to get up early in the morning.
so. Still enjoy this. Like all those really crappy phone games where they're like, oh yeah, you have to do this, but you can only do it so many times throughout the day, and then also you have to wait to be able to do the next thing. Or you can pay coins to make it happen faster. Those kinds of stupid games that I hate, but I'm still addicted to. This is like that, but I don't have to pay any money because we already bought it.
What is that? That's a lawnmower.
It is.
And you has it.
We have it.
To be more demanding with your has manner.
Has lawnmower?
Oh, you just throat punch me, dude. You're only 6 months old. You should not know how to throat punch people.
He's really good at throw punching.
Yeah? All that? All that?
Out of curiosity, which one of you?
Woo! You're so tiny. You're so tiny. Tiny man.
Oh.
You right now, cuddle guy. Oh, you punched me in the face. Oh, you punched me in the face. He's cheering you on right now. And then he burped at you. And then he burped at you.
That's my end O day today. Get my life. One, rock, yeah.
You tiniest little guy. You gonna get even? You gonna fight me over it? Let's go. Yeah, you telling him? You telling him? Yeah?
Actually, I just suck. That's fine.
The most terriblest. You telling him all about it?
I will save it to empty slot.
Do 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 do. Mhm. Do 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 do.
That's a big question.
We I don't know if you guys noticed in the message, but so it's a little bit shorter stream tonight because we do have to take our oldest son for an MRI in the morning, so they can see the extent of the underdevelopment of his right eye because he's got a lazy eye, and he's gonna be in there for like 5 hours at butt crack of dawn. So
Something strombosis, but it's more than just a muscle thing. It's a nerve thing too. So.
yeah, so we got to be there rooting for him. You know, make sure he's good to
doing
go.
okay.
So we're gonna call it right here, which is like 45 minutes before we typically would end the stream anyway.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna find somebody nifty to raid.
Somebody nifty. Do you raid? This is a really fun game, though. I am enjoying it. I think my favorite part is the tree part, more so than the town part, which is funky because honestly, I loved my time at Portia, because of the town part. But at the same time, when I play those kinds of games, I focus on one person at a time until they like me. So if this is going to be one where if you don't focus on somebody, they're not going to like you anymore, kind of like Animal Crossing, it's going to be rough.
I think tonight we're gonna raid only Bentley.
Ooh,
He's a really good streamer.
he's super fun.
He does a lot of Minecraft. Every now and then he gets into some New World and stuff, but he's a pretty stand-up guy.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys on Saturday for a little bit of Far Cry, and this time Lazy's going to be driving that one, so
Yeah.
he can't make fun of my shooting.
We will catch you guys in the next one.
Take care.